Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and to shed more light on the latest discoveries of archaeology in Egypt, we're glad to be joined over the phone by Adel Hamza, tourism expert. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Well, sir, archaeologists have uncovered a royal tomb that could date back around 3,500 years. What's the significance of these archaeological discoveries, in your opinion?
Yeah, actually the significance that give us a message that Egypt has no end in regards of archaeology and the excavations, which is we finding every day new things. We find new tombs. Every day we find new temples. Every day we find new statues related to different eras in the Egyptian history, which is giving us a message or a significant thing that the Egyptian civilization and the Egyptian history not discovered yet. Every day we are discovering something, and this is one of the rules or one of the elements which is making the passion for all people to know about the Egyptian civilization and to come to Egypt and to come to discover Egypt.
Right. Well, Mr. Hamza, how from your point of view can we invest further in these archaeological discoveries?
This is very important question because, you know, this excavations and this discoveries gave us a very good tool to us, to the people who are working in that field of tourism, to attract more people, to use these excavations and this tool to make the people come to Egypt, to make the people have the passion to come to Egypt, and to attract more tourists, not the numbers we have right now, because these discoveries and these excavations, you cannot find it everywhere in the world.
Right. Mr. Hamza, now Luxor International Airport is being decorated to receive tourists from all over the world. Now, how far does this aesthetic image of the airport enhance promoting tourism in Egypt?
You mean the airport, which is the government doing right now?
Yes.
Of course, this is also one of the things which is we suffer from. Because, you know, in the last years we didn't have actually the chance to work on that thing, to renew the airports we have, to establishing new airports. Because, you know, in every city in Egypt right now there is a source for tourism. And when you talk about Luxor, of course, Luxor has a big source of tourism for Egypt and for the whole world.
Yes.
You know, the experts from Europe, when they talk about Luxor, they say that you have treasures not discovered yet in Luxor regarding tourism, like oil in the different countries, which they have oil not discovered. We have also treasures not discovered. So it's very important to work on that airport, to renew that airport, to make it bigger, to be ready for that waves of tourism which is going, inshallah, coming to Egypt in the next years.
Right. Well, how far from your point of view can we attract new markets and open new gates for the markets that we're already dealing with?
Actually, some of the travel agents, big travel agencies in Egypt, and also the Ministry of Tourism, they started really in the few years to find new places, new destinations to target to come to Egypt. So right now you can find the groups coming from India, groups coming from Far East, from Malaysia, from Indonesia. They are targeting right now the Latin America. They are targeting groups from Brazil and some of the countries in South America. So this is also one of the movements which is done by the government.
Right. Mr. Hamza, when it comes to tourism, Egypt has it all. We have the beautiful beaches, we have the archaeology history, and we have it all. So, in your opinion, how can we enhance further and work further on expanding tourism in Egypt?
Let me say in the beginning that the world is suffering right now from 2 years of the COVID and the war in Europe. So the whole world are suffering right now, suffering from the inflation, suffering from the shortage of a lot of things which is important for living. So we all know that tourism right now is not the right time or not the best for the whole world. But I'm very optimistic that in the next month and the next years, the situation will be better, and the tourism in Egypt will be better because the people around the world are hungry to come to Egypt.
Yes, well, sir, social media is now a very crucial means of promoting tourism, not only in Egypt, I mean also around the world. Now, how can we use this kind of media, bloggers and influencers to further promote tourism of Egypt around the world?
Your question is really very updated question and very smart question, because this is really one of the tools we didn't use yet in a perfect way. Because this tool is not used, as I said, because the people who are responsible for tourism right now, they are using the old ways or the old sources of showing Egypt. But I think with the new Minister of Tourism, he has a strategy. I heard to him last week when he was talking in the meeting of the American Chamber of Commerce, and he was talking about new tools or new ideas he is thinking of, like, things out of the box. And this was one of the subjects he mentioned in his speech, that he is going to concentrate more about this social media and using international influencers and bloggers to promote for the Egyptian tourism, which
Well,
is
sir,
very good sign.
right. Well, sir, there are several misconceptions about the Egyptian civilization. What are the most important mistakes and misconceptions that we are trying to change now?
We cannot say it's mistakes or wrong things, but we need to use our tools and our resources better, and as I said, thinking in new ideas to work in that field.
Right. The Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities is working with representatives of an international company to manage Egyptian tourism promotion. Now,
Exactly.
right. Would you tell us how this way is more powerful than simple advertising and the traditional ways of promoting Egypt?
This is really very good to start from him, because at least we'll see those people how they are promoting. We'll see from them, our experts will learn from them how they promote, what's the new ways to promote tourism. So when we know about these tools, then we'll be able to use it also like them. So it's not just finding an international company to work in that field, but it's something to also teach our experts how to use our resources and to think or rethink about the Egyptian tourism from the beginning. Because I feel that the Egyptian tourism is really not taking the right situation among the world. I think with the new Minister of Tourism, I'm optimistic that something will be happening, and I think it will be better.
Well, sir, Minister of Tourism and Antiquities stressed on the importance of working to raise tourism and archaeological awareness in the coming in the coming period, especially for children and students across all schools in the Republic. Now, from your point of view, how can we encourage youth and children to know more about Egypt's history and the Egyptian heritage?
This is very good question, because the people usually who or the person who are moving the strategy of the tourism are the children, because the family, when they are discussing the destination they are going, so the children or the opinion of the children in the Western countries has very important role. So they teach them in the schools the Egyptian history and the Egyptian archaeology and these things. So if we did some promotion campaigns to attract those people, those children, to make new advertising, new promotion strategies to attract this segment of tourism, those will help that all the families will come to Egypt, which will mean that a lot of tourists will come to Egypt.
Well, I would like to thank you very much, Mr. Adel Hamza, tourism expert. Many thanks for your valuable insights, sir. And dear viewers, with this we come to the end of this edition of Cairo Local Time. Many thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the top stories will be coming up in a moment.